Good evening. Welcome to South Asia Newsline. I'm Lipakshi Khurana. Here are the top stories we're tracking for you on Tuesday, the 6th of March. Army camp attack mastermind gunned down in India's Jammu and Kashmir, claims the police. Nepal and Pakistan agree to revitalize a SAARC process. And Sri Lanka declares a state of emergency after communal violence. And now for all the details. Police in India's northern Jammu and Kashmir province on Monday evening said that security forces have killed the mastermind behind the attack on an army camp last month that led to the death of 6 soldiers. The militant belonged to Pakistan-based Jaish-e-Mohammed terror group, a senior police official claimed.
Indian security forces have killed the mastermind behind the attack on an army camp in India's Jammu and Kashmir province last month that led to the death of 6 soldiers, police said on Monday. A senior police official claimed a joint operation was carried out by the Indian Army, paramilitary CRPF and the police in a village in Pulwama district, during which the militant belonging to Pakistan-based Jaish-e-Mohammed terror group was neutralized.
JEM के chief operational commander था वकास, so he has been eliminated. इस जो वकास था, he was mastermind behind several attacks on the security forces. उसमें सबसे important जो था सुनवा attack था.
In February, an army camp near Jammu city of northern Jammu and Kashmir province was targeted by militants. The attack was the worst in months, with 6 soldiers and the father of a soldier killed. At least 3 militants were killed, according to Indian officials. Indian Defence Minister Nirmala Sitharaman had said the army had evidence the attack originated from Pakistan and warned the neighbours that it would pay for this misadventure.
Commander of Sri Lankan Army, Lieutenant General NUMMW Senanayake on Tuesday laid floral wreath at India Gate, a World War I war memorial in Indian capital New Delhi. The Sri Lankan Army official, who is on a 2-day visit to India, also paid his respects to the fallen soldiers at Amar Jawan Jyoti, or Flame of the Immortal, at the memorial. Later in the day, Senanayake was accorded a ceremonial welcome at the Secretariat Building's South Block, where Office of Indian Defence Ministry is located. The Sri Lankan Army commander is scheduled to hold talks with several officials during his visit to further enhance defence cooperation between the two nations. And moving on, deforestation in Gilgit-Baltistan was once a major concern which caused environmental changes in the illegally occupied region. But now a recent survey by a non-governmental organization has found that not only the widespread cutting of trees, but the multi-billion-dollar China-Pakistan Economic Corridor project is also affecting the glaciers and the biodiversity of the region.
36 glacial lakes in various valleys of Gilgit-Baltistan have been declared dangerous in the findings of a recent survey. The survey by a non-governmental organization, Focus Pakistan, have stated at least 7 of the lakes pose a major threat to the people. The experts from Focus Pakistan, while attending a seminar in Islamabad, recently also said the illegally occupied region is highly vulnerable to climate change.
ये जो खुंदपिन ग्लेशियर जो है इसने आके पहाड़ के साथ आके टच किया हो, जिसकी वजह से पीछे छोटा सा लेक बना हुआ है. अब वो लेक जो है इस टाइम पे फ्रीज है. जब ये लेक मार्च ऑनवर्ड, अगर ये जब पानी नीचे आ जाएगा, जब बर्फ़ जो है ना पिघल जाएगा, तो इम्कानात ये है कि पानी नीचे ज़्यादा भी हो सकता है और कम भी हो सकता है. इसमें ज़्यादा डैमेजेस का मेरे ख्याल में इंशाल्लाह नहीं होगा, लेकिन जो फुट ब्रिजेस है वो डैमेज हो सकते हैं. और शमशाल वैली चूँकि बिल्कुल ही एक नैरो वैली है, वहाँ का रोड जो है ना इससे मुतासिर हो सकता है.
Gilgit-Baltistan has been facing several environmental threats since the launch of China-Pakistan Economic Corridor, a multi-billion-dollar infrastructure and development project. The region is a part of the erstwhile princely province of India's Jammu and Kashmir and is under the illegal occupation of Pakistan since 1947. Now, the influx of China in Gilgit-Baltistan is considered to be adding more to the woes of the locals.
In news from Afghanistan, Afghanistan's Defense Ministry on Monday said an order has been issued by President Ashraf Ghani for the formation of a new territorial army. The ministry further informed a commission has been established to execute the orders to establish the new force with over 36,000 recruitments.
Afghan Defense Ministry on Monday said an order by President Ashraf Ghani on the formation of a territorial army has been issued, based on which over 36,000 recruits will be hired in 3 phases. In response to the move, military experts expressed concerns over the recruitment and management of such a force. Presently, over 190,000 soldiers serve in the structures of the embattled Afghan National Army, which is tackling insurgents on multiple fronts across the country.
امر حکم رئیس جمهور کلش آماده است و اجرا شده تنها تشکیلاتش اون سرش کار میکنه یک کمیسیون برش ساخته شده کار میکنن و هر وقتی که اینی تکمیل شد کارش آغاز میشه
چه قسم انسان ها جلب و جذب میشن چه قسم انسان ها تابع تعلیم تربیه قرار میگیرن چه قسم انسان ها تجهیز میشن تسلیم میشن و چه قسم از پیش از او وظیفه گرفته میشن.
According to the Defense Ministry, the new forces will be hired at the province level and they will wear Afghan National Army uniforms. They will be between the ages of 20 and 40. According to officials, with the formation of the new force, the total number of Afghan National Security Forces will increase to 390,000 officers.
More news from Afghanistan. Afghanistan's Independent Election Commission on Monday issued a stern warning against the possible interference by local lawbreakers in the upcoming parliamentary and district council polls. Officials from the poll body said local lawbreakers are planning to meddle in the election process so that they can appoint their desired candidates to provincial headquarters.
Independent Election Commission of Afghanistan or IEC on Monday issued a stern warning against the possible interference by local lawbreakers in upcoming parliamentary and district council polls in the country. IEC even called on the Afghan government and security institutions to help ensure a peaceful and transparent voting process. Local lawbreakers, on the other hand, are said to be planning to meddle in the election process so that they can appoint their desired candidates to provincial IEC headquarters.
بعض ولایتونو کې زورمندان چې دا کېدای شي په انتخاباتو کې هم بیا د خپل زور نه کار واخلي په دې ډګر کې د موږ تاسو همکاري ته زیات ملاتړ لرو چې یا د امتحان معنی ګرځي یا د فشار په واسطه باندې زموږ په کارمندانو باندې خپل د خواکې خلک غواړي چې په شارټلیست کې داخل شي و بالاخره هغوی استخدام شي.
کوشش میشه که یک لیست رای دهنده بسیار سالم و پاک تهیه بشه و دوباره در هر مرکز در هر نقطه افغانستان چی بشه بر روی دیوار نصب میشه و فرد رای دهنده میایه نام خود در روی لیست میبینه و بعد اجازه تذکره خود نشان میده اجازه رای دادن پیدا میکنه.
According to the IEC, the process of voter registration and the packing and transferring of election material to provinces will start on March 20th and the process will be completed in April. The election body has scheduled parliamentary and district council elections for July 7th, where voters will cast their ballots at 7,300 polling stations.
In news from Nepal, Pakistani Prime Minister Shahid Khaqan Abbasi on Monday evening met his Nepalese counterpart in Kathmandu city to further enhance bilateral ties between the two nations. Both the leaders stressed the need of initiative from all member states to revitalize the stalled South Asian Association for Regional Cooperation or the SAARC process.
Nepal and Pakistan agreed to revive the stalled South Asian Association for Regional Cooperation or SAARC process during delegation-level talks on Monday evening. Pakistani Shahid Khaqan Abbasi met his Nepalese counterpart KP Sharma Oli in Kathmandu city and discussed a wide range of bilateral and regional issues to enhance ties between the two nations. During the meeting, Abbasi also voiced his desire to host the 19th SAARC summit in Islamabad. He also extended his congratulatory message to Oli on taking charge as Nepalese Prime Minister last month. Early in the day, Abbasi, who arrived in Kathmandu for a two-day visit, was accorded a ceremonial guard of honor. During his visit, Abbasi is scheduled to meet top Nepalese leadership, including CPN Maoist Centre Chairman Pushpakamal Dahal and President Bidya Devi Bhandari.
Moving on to news from Sri Lanka. Sri Lanka has declared a state of emergency for 10 days to rein in the spread of communal violence, a government spokesman said on Tuesday, a day after Buddhists and Muslims clashed in the central district of Kandy. Tension has been growing between the two communities in Sri Lanka over the past year, with some hardline Buddhist groups accusing Muslims of forcing people to convert to Islam and vandalizing Buddhist archaeological sites. Some Buddhist nationalists have also protested against the presence in Sri Lanka of Muslim Rohingya asylum seekers from mostly Buddhist Myanmar. The government sent troops and elite police to Kandy after a mob set fire to a Muslim-owned shop, imposing a curfew there on Monday to prevent clashes between majority Sinhalese Buddhist and the minority Muslims. Muslims comprise about 9% of Sri Lanka's population of 21 million. Buddhists make up about 70% and Hindus about 13%. A girl in India's northern Jammu and Kashmir province has set up an all-women bakery. Nida Ramzan, who was earlier a computer teacher, has set up the bakery named Kashmir Crush to generate job opportunities for women in the valley and pursue her interest in baking.
Girl from India's northern Jammu and Kashmir province has set up an all-female bakery in Bandipora town of the province. Nida Ramzan was a computer teacher before she decided to become a baker and set up an all-women bakery. The bakery named Kashmir Crush produces more than 200 pounds of apple and walnut-flavoured cookies. The cookies, which are high in demand locally, are made in Kashmir Valley but even marketed to different provinces of India.
बचपन से ही मुझे शौक था कुछ अलग करने का। स्कूलिंग के दौरान ही मैं अलग करना चाहती थी, क्योंकि मैं खुद भी मतलब किसी पे डिपेंड नहीं रहना चाहती थी। मैं ऐसा करना चाहती थी कि एक तो मैं खुद के लिए कुछ करूं और मेरी वजह से दूसरों को भी फ़ायदा हो। बेकरी का मुझे यूनिक लगा, इसलिए मैंने ये सोचा कि मैं यही करूं। बेकरी का ही इनिशिएटिव जो है अलग है, तो इसी को ही क्यों ना किया जाए।
The aim of the bakery is to generate job opportunities for women in the valley by increasing production of the products. The increased demand of cookies has helped the bakery in flourishing whilst generating jobs.
Well, that's all we have for you from South Asia this evening. Now our viewers can watch the show on SouthAsiaNewsline.com. You can also visit us on Facebook.com/SAsiaNewsline and follow us on Twitter @SAsiaNewsline. That's all in tonight's edition. We'll see you same time tomorrow. Good night.